Jesus is the only one that can satisfy. The only one.
You know, it never ceases to amaze me about how the followers of the cult of current Christianity, about how the followers of corporatized Christianity are so distracted by sparkly, glittery things. In this situation, we see a woman standing in a pulpit. She is young. She is selling sex. She is selling bare shoulder, midriff, just a little peek here and there, something that's edgy. In addition to that, she's using the evangelical, the Christian sexy voice to sell a version of Christ, a commoditized version of Christ that doesn't exist. It is a product that they have been selling forever that fails to deliver and creates nothing but atheist, because that version of Jesus doesn't exist. Okay, what's going on here requires a thorough breakdown. This is part 2. She is using her influence as a female standing in a pulpit who is young, who is, instead of embracing an ultra-conservative view of the past, is now putting off purity culture, and she does many videos on this, and is now putting on the trappings of a young, free female. And people look at this and they say, ooh, this is right. This is where we're trying to go. We are casting off the old and we are taking in the new. We're allowing a woman in the pulpit, and a young one at that. But what people aren't realizing is that they accept her the way she is, midriff peeking through, shoulder bare, clothes hanging off, standing in a pulpit like a silky, calling yourselves to see her body, to hear her voice, to hear the way she sang it, and to believe what she's saying, because she is regurgitating what this church and the cult of current Christianity holds dear. And what you're not realizing is psychologically what's happening here is that you wouldn't accept her, a woman in the pulpit looking the way she is, half dressed, using a sexy voice to sell you a product, unless that product is one that you believe in and accept as true, and one that you will accept at all. She's only in that pulpit doing what that group and the cult of current Christianity and corporatized Christianity requires. She's regurgitating the dogma that they hold dear, which is Christ is the only thing that satisfies. This is something that, and a view that can only be adopted through indoctrination and heavy incultation, because it's nonsensical and easily disproved. When the person sitting in that audience and says, I'm thirsty, a Coke would be the thing that satisfies, or, ooh, I'm tired, a cup of coffee is what I need because I've been here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and all the other days of the week, so I'm tired, so a cup of coffee would satisfy. Or, I'm hungry. You know what would satisfy? Roast chicken and some delicious vegetables. That's why this is so silly. That's why the cult of current Christianity, corporatized Christianity, creates so many atheists, and nothing occurs faster than that. Welcome to part 3, the thorough breakdown of this. It's really sad how the cult of current Christianity, how corporatized Christianity has created Christ into such a commodity. It's created Christ into a product that supplies you with everything that you need, instead of teaching you to supply for yourself. Instead of teaching you that you can be and should be all that you can be, that you can edify your character, that you can use the self-controlled and implemented social, economic, personal diet and behavioral diet that is Christianity, that you should be passive and that you should just allow Christ to do it for you because Christ satisfies. It gives you everything that you need. And it's sad because it's in lieu of teaching people to be active. It walks them into an empty room and tells them that the room is full when the room is empty. And then people try to visualize in faith that the room in which they have walked into is full, but it is not full of furniture and things and people and places. And they believe that if they just believe hard enough, those things will appear to them and they will be able to take part in those things eternally, but those things don't exist. And so when they are tired and they need, metaphorically, a chair to sit in, and they go into the room and they believe and have held ardently to that belief that everything that they need is in that room, if they just believe hard enough that they will get what they need, go into the room and they go to sit down and they go to take and to consume from the product which they have been purchasing with their time and their money and their belief. And that when they sit down in the chair that they have told that exists in the room that is full of things, metaphorically speaking again, they find that the chair is not there, and that they sit down and that they fall flat on their backside, hurting themselves. And when they are hurt, there is no one in the room to pick them up. There is nothing about the product that is there to apologize. No concierge service, no nothing. Because what they have believed is a sham sold to them by people who are willing to year after year sell dogma that God does not even deliver on.